That's an underrated episode too. I don't even know what that is. You don't know that one? That's the one where they go ziplining and it sucks. You don't remember
what
episode? South Park?
Oh, no.
It's all like the Alone in the Wild or whatever those shows are. Right now, they're waiting 3 hours before the tour begins. Their heart rate is up. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge. Presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use that promo code DNVR365. Choose your offer. Find out why. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Toyota Winners Lounge again, boys.
Nothing ordinary about that. Just kidding. Very
ordinary, actually. We're here every single night right now, and it kind of feels easy. Toyota Winners Lounge. You guys hop in the Toyota chat. Join your fellow DNVR or Denver Nuggets fans and DNVR Nuggets fans. Join the conversation. This is where Nuggets fans go after the game. Nuggets beat the Pelicans 125 to 118. They did win.
Okay.
It wasn't as close as that would sound. I mean, this was a 20-point game until like 3 seconds ago. But Nuggets get it done. Brennan Vogt's in the house.
So is Peyton Watson.
Woo!
My goodness, career night for the Ocho, ESPN 8, the Ocho. Nuggets behind the 8 ball at first. It's the 8 ball that saves them.
Dang, dude. No need for the big takeaway.
I'm out of here.
Just keep going.
No.
How long can you do
I'm
this?
actually done for the show.
Give us a Zeke Nnaji one.
Zeke played.
Zeke did play. D-Lyco's in the house.
That's right, guys. We're streaking. It's one in a row.
You got to start a new
One
streak.
in a row, baby. We're going for it.
A lot of role players on the panel, but one superstar Dev.
I'm so excited for the next few games.
Dev cannot be
Get
contained.
that one out of the way.
Yeah.
It is true.
That was one.
This was like the salad before a delicious meal. You're like, well, we should probably get some fiber in us.
This wasn't even salad. This was like it was a smoothie.
A tomato, just with that little stick in it.
It was just just eating a raw tomato.
Yeah, like, okay, we're
God.
going to start with the tomato. All right. Fast breakdown, shall we? It's going to be really quick, I'm telling you. Right now, low energy, sloppy start for Denver. That actually did tell the story.
Yes.
The only thing that isn't part of that is they're playing the Pelicans, so it doesn't really matter. Pelicans were up 13, though. Nuggets looked horrible. Man, these first two notes don't tell a story at all. Peyton Watson, wide open, can't hit a shot.
Unbelievable. Get this guy off the floor.
Get him off the
dude.
floor. Bruce and Spencer Jones come in and they brought energy. The Nuggets went on a run. You remember when they came in, how it just like immediately brought some life? 30-26 Pelicans after one? What's going on here? But then Big Val rebounding. Bench making a little mini run. Then we go to a very extended, our most extended minutes of the double big lineup tonight. I'm glad we got more of it because I think Friday it's going to be very interesting, but not really noteworthy, those minutes, I wouldn't say. But what was noteworthy was Peyton Watson in that second quarter, back-to-back three-pointers, and then he kept getting to the cup, getting buckets, backdoors, fast breaks. He had 17 points at the half, 62-58 Nuggets. Third quarter, Peyton Watson scoring more. A gigawatt, we decided.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's for a Watson quarter, officially known henceforth.
As a gigawatt. It was a total gigawatt. Jok got a triple-double. He also got a near quadruple-double with all the turnovers he was having. Fourth quarter, Nuggets put it away. They're up 20. Nothing to see here. Let's all relax. Then all of a sudden, Jok fouled out, and they went on like a 20-4 run.
What the hell was the end of that game?
The Nuggets had the weirdest end because it was only like a 4-minute stretch, too. The game, it was not like it was extended. It was 4 minutes or so, and it went from 20-something down to whatever it is here. No, this was a blowout win. Box score is not going to really reflect that. The score won't, but it was, even if the Nuggets didn't play that great. Let's go to Red Hawk Roofing. Big takeaways. Superstar Dev, start us off.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. I'm not a guy that likes to brag about myself.
No,
you know
no,
what I mean?
no.
I would
You don't.
hate to do something like that. you
Humble
know?
Dev, we say.
But I said that this was going to be the Peyton Watson game.
Did you really?
And before the game, that's what I said. That was
You would never
unlocking
know because he
everything like
would
that.
never bring attention to himself
I wouldn't
or
do
let
that type
anyone
of
know.
stuff.
Not him.
But
So
guess
you.
what we got?
What do we get?
We got the Peyton Watson
What?
game. What a game! for
Somebody's got
Peyton
to
Watson.
shine a light on Dev
You
over
could
here.
probably go through about 200 straight Nuggets games before you have another leading scorer on the Nuggets. Peyton Watson was the leading scorer in the game. Nobody had that on their bingo card. Nobody's seen that coming. He went 13 of 19 from the field, 5 of 9 from deep for a guy that does not get the 3-ball going, but he's been working on it. He's been progressing, and it affects the game on both ends of the floor. It was an incredible game for him. He made the right reads. Jokic and the rest of the team made sure that they found him because they knew that he was going to have to step up in the game. This was an incredible Peyton Watson experience.
He set a career high tonight. His previous career high was 24. He gets 32 tonight. He set a career high in rebounds. Previously 10. He gets 12 tonight.
Oh, is that a career high?
12 rebounds is. If I'm looking at it here.
He had 13, but maybe that's.
I'm looking on Basketball Reference, says his high was 10, which he had this season, by the way. He had a 10 rebound game.
Hold on, so he had a career high in both
points and rebounds.
It was his first double-double.
Dang.
First double-double. So there you go. So big night for Peyton Watson.
It's like I said, it was going to be the Peyton Watson's
You
night.
did say that earlier in the
I don't like to bring
in the show.
attention to myself.
You shouldn't.
I just felt something. You know
How about this? 5 3-pointers? That's also a career high.
You're a super feeler.
I am a super feeler in a lot of ways.
He had career highs across the board.
Across the board, 19 field goal attempts, career high.
Career high.
He did his thing tonight, man. It's a good one.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. This game kind of sucked.
Big takeaway?
Kind of a sucky game.
That was your Red
out
Hawk
of all the
Roofing big
things that you
takeaway.
I did not like the Nuggets' approach to this game at all. I felt like they really played down, but to turn it around, they're good enough that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's refreshing that you could have a player like Spencer Jones coming in off the bench and just like absolutely energize the team, energize the game, get things going. It's nice that you have depth that's able to kind of pick up the slack where maybe the guys that you're counting on to normally do the contributions are kind of begrudgingly doing it. Not to call out any names, Jokic a little bit, Murray a little bit. But it was just like not great effort from the Denver Nuggets, but they smacked them. They smacked the Pelicans. You kind of hope that this is just like one of those games. And
I think
you just kind of like take the win, you move on with your life. But I didn't love it, especially coming off a loss last game. I did not like how the Nuggets started, but I did like how they almost ended. I did not like how they ended the game either.
Yeah, but it was the middle.
I like the middle. I like a sandwich.
Yeah.
But the bread was gross.
Yeah, a little moldy
A
bread.
little soggy bread.
Like a disgusting
That's the
bread.
worst type of bread.
It was like a po' boy, but with the ramelade or whatever. We figured out. Anyway, so whatever. I guess my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is that the Nuggets are good enough to mess around. I just wish they wouldn't.
To be honest with you, though, it is kind of a thing. Now, here's the thing. It's a 7-point win, but like I said, it just was those last few minutes. It was 20 points right before that or 15 or something like that. The Nuggets being good enough to beat even bad teams with that level of effort is a little weird. They're really good. The game comes easy to them. And I wonder if they're going to be like this. I hope not too often.
It's like just teaching your dog steals a cookie and you start laughing and it's like, oh
yeah, you can't.
This is actually something I've learned that I can get. I can do this now. Like I hope that they don't continue to do this, but good on them. They did it.
Vogt, you were looking great in that shirt over there.
Thank
Oh,
you.
my gosh.
Shout out Dan or Don.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Dapper Dan or Dapper Don.
As I told you guys, I was burning through my dress clothes, so someone sent me some new ones today. So what a treat.
And that was one of them, huh?
This is one of them. Yeah.
Can I? Do you mind?
You want to touch it?
No, this part right here, these ruffles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man,
I did mind actually. I thought it was going to be forearm.
no, yeah.
Then you went chest.
No,
That was
right for the chest.
You really
Yeah.
didn't have to do that.
I just wanted to feel it.
Yeah, no, that caught me off guard. My
You've been
Red Hawk
near him all
Roofing
night.
big
Man.
takeaway is every role player looks a bit different with extended time alongside Nikola
Great
Jokic.
take.
And maybe not Zeke Nnaji, although honestly, you know what? No, that's a joke. That's a joke. Because
Oh, we
actually,
can't
some
do
of
this.
Zeke's best performances in his career, of course, are when he plays alongside Jokic. It wasn't the case tonight. It was the case for Peyton Watson. And I'm really speaking to myself as much as anyone else when I say, when it comes to player evaluation and trying to figure out how guys do or don't fit on this roster, the opportunity they do or don't get alongside Jokic is actually probably line number one.
Yeah.
You see Christian Brown's production just shoot up last year because he gets to start. Peyton Watson in that last spot start, not so great, but he gets another opportunity and he bounces back with the best performance of his career. So obviously this is a bit of an outlier for Peyton, but it's also him showing what he can do alongside the best offensive player in the world, probably of all time. So anytime you think you know how a player does or doesn't fit into this puzzle, ask yourself how much they're getting to play with 15.
It's very important, and I think this is my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway as well, which is he hasn't. Now, here's the thing. He also had last opportunity to do this, and I thought that he didn't necessarily come out at the same mentality. Some of this is that the game plan tonight was to leave Peyton Watson wide open early on. And he was getting, I saw people on the timeline saying Peyton Watson should pass. I'm like, no, they're leaving him wide open. They're making sure that nothing else happens. He just needs to make them. And then he started to make them, and you saw it's like the thing I'll give Peyton Watson, or a handful of things I'll give him, but one of them is he is confident.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of funny because we've talked about some of these shooters and they go into slumps or whatever. Peyton Watson does have a lot of belief. This could be a double-edged sword, you know, but I do think that he is a guy that is going to be okay just continuing to shoot. But yes, playing alongside Nikola Jokic, and not just him, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon when he's available. It's a luxury to have guys that can do so many things and have such great chemistry. And tonight he got to fill that role, and he did it in a big way. But guess what? It's not the last time. He's got 5+ weeks right now to do this over and over again. Yeah. And if I'm Peyton Watson, I'm sitting there going, whether it's here in Denver or wherever it is, these next 5 weeks are more important than the rest of my career combined. Because you have an opportunity to start with Jok and a good team and just go out and try to have games like this and just make an impact. But he was fantastic tonight. His shot looked good. He was cutting well off the ball and doing some different things. And it's cool to see. Christian Brown's career high, 30 points. Peyton Watson just got a 32-piece.
Notable.
Pretty impressive.
Notable.
He made it to where a lot of Nuggets watchers and lovers are now saying that they signed the wrong guy.
After one game.
Yeah. But also, it was just such a great game. And it's about the highs and the lows. And this was a high. This is what you have wanted from him. You know, you have manifested this type of performance from him. And he's not a guy that's known for, these offensive performances. But for him to be able to have that in him, for him to be able to release that, if you give him extra minutes, extra opportunity, this is what he can be. This is what, you can make of it if you run the offense through him at times. So it was great to see that. And also, you talk about that, 5-week stretch. This is a player that they're going to desperately need this year if they're going to want to make a big run. And that's what you go back to. So, that's the start right now. But also, that's going to open so many doors for him if he could try to get that consistency.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I mean, I can't believe he scored that much. Especially it started
5
off
3-pointers.
It started off so early. He was shooting a bunch of threes. It was like, okay, come on, man. I know you're wide open, but then they started to drop, and then he started to slash, and then he started to leak out, and then he started to play defense, and he really put together the perfect Peyton Watson game. And I mean, there is a lot of it that you feel like he is constantly auditioning for a contract. Right. With the Nuggets or otherwise, hopefully with the Nuggets. But yeah, it's a weird little subplot, like this Christian versus Zeke thing, Peyton thing that's kind of percolating, which I don't love.
Well, you know what it is we have too much time. Things are too good for the Nuggets that Nuggets fans have to find.
This is what it is. It's like when your life is going too well, then you have to create drama. You have to, all of the housewives of New York are all rich, so they have to create internal drama and fight with each other.
Yeah.
You watch that a lot?
I was just going to say, I love that show. I love it. I can't get enough. But point is yes, when you have no problems, you create them. That's the human condition. Everything's great. But I do wish that Christian Brown was here to sort of be able to counter it a little bit. Because if Peyton Watson keeps playing like this, we're going to have an obnoxious din of noise to deal with.
Luckily, they're on the same team, so no matter which one's starting, you'd like to think that at least one of them, hopefully, can find a way to produce. I thought this was the most athletic Peyton Watson's ever looked.
He did.
Not just in any one play, but
Definitely.
For 4 straight quarters.
A lot of rebounds the
rebounds, man, he was soaring through the air to get some of those contested rebounds.
Great tape.
Had to poke him up into the air and go get him with the second effort. And, he played as hard as any player on the floor tonight. You mentioned the 3-point shooting, Eric, how it started slow, but then he kept with it. One of my favorite things that David Adelman said in his postseason run last year was, we want guys to shoot the ball. If you're left open in the corner in the NBA, shoot the ball. You're an NBA player. And so, Peyton starts 1 for 2, then 1 for 3, then 1 for 4. You're going, uh-oh. but he sticks with it and he finishes 5 of 9. And that, I just think that kind of shows the mentality you have to have in that position. They're leaving you open in the corner or on the wing. Take the 3.
8-ball corner pocket.
As you pointed out, Peyton Watson, not afraid to call his own number when it's time.
He had a lot of dunks in this game, really, and that's what you're calling for. And those are athletic dunks.
Yeah.
The first dunk he got of the game, where it was the alley-oop, where he went all the way over the top, you're like, yo, where did that come from?
Yeah.
That dunk. Then there was the behind-the-back pass from Jokic.
Yes.
Beautiful.
You're right. Dunk.
He went up for a dunk on that play. So he had the 5 threes, which that's an outlier, but he also he did the inside work as well, and the athleticism it reigned supreme.
Yeah, he was going in with such force that every time he dunked, he swung all the way to the basket and swung back because he had so much inertia. Yeah, he really gave maximum effort, and tonight it was so sorely needed because again, that wasn't the case for all of the players on the Denver Nuggets, and not everybody, I guess, feels like they have something to prove every single night, but Peyton Watson certainly felt that way, and he did.
More importantly to me than all this prove or any of that type of stuff is I just think, especially when you get to playoffs, teams are going to look around and say, which guy do we want to take 19 shots tonight? And tonight, that was Peyton Watson. They wanted him to take 19. He goes 13 of 19. That's incredible. He missed 6 shots. 4 of them were in the first 3 minutes.
Yep.
So he really finished the rest of the game only missing 2. A lot of them were easy and open. But again, those are the shots Christian's going to get, Peyton's going to get, Bruce to some extent is going to get, and you want to know who can handle it. Tonight, Peyton Watson showed he could handle it in this one, albeit a low leverage game. But nonetheless, career night from him, and it was awesome to watch. Let's take our first break. On the other side, we'll get into Nikola Jokic's night. Maybe talk a little Derek Queen.
What?
And a growing revolution in the NBA. Jok Acolytes.
Wait, we're getting Dairy Queen? Oh,
Derek Queen.
Son of a bitch.
It's Miller time, folks. The best light beer, the original light beer, the go-to light beer since 1975. You guys probably know about Miller Lite, at some point in your life.
Yeah.
You've heard of it?
Not the Aussies. Though they came here tonight. They were on our watch along, and they were like, we're going to get a beer. We were thinking of Miller Lite.
Really? They've never tried it before,
I was like,
huh?
yes,
our homie Speed was
go for it.
He's like, and while we're out here, we're thinking about getting our roof fixed.
I have a gun.
The thing about Miller Lite is sometimes you really want a beer, the core quality of beer, but you don't want it to fill your stomach the way that a beer does. And that's where a light beer comes in. And when you're thinking light, you're thinking Miller Lite because they do it right. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/DNVR to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly.
They also
Miller.
spell it right. Lite. That's the right way to spell that.
Agreed. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Bang, 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 bang. Let's also talk to you about our friends at Game Time. Game Time is a ticketing app that helps you get in the best seats for the best price at the last second. The closer you get to tip off, the better the prices get. You get the Game Time guarantee, meaning you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets. I don't know if you guys remember when this stuff first started, the ticketing app boom. Sometimes you'd get one and they wouldn't let you in, right? Because you needed a physical ticket, or you needed to print it, or the scan didn't
buy
work.
it from a guy that made you follow him behind a bush.
That too.
What?
You don't have to do any of that with the
You
Game
didn't have
Time
to do
app.
that. We did that in Vegas.
And that Game
to get
Time
into Summer
guarantee
League.
means you can trust that your ticket, we did do that, will get you into the building. I've used Game Time to see all kinds of events around Denver, sporting events, comedy shows, concerts. I go to Nuggets games as a media member. It's a great privilege. I haven't gotten to use Game Time to go to Nuggets games. You guys can do that. Tap in with Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use code DNVR for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Redeem code DNVR for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Kale, I just sent you something. Yeah, you can load it up. No, well, yes. Good job, Kale. Nikola Jokic tonight goes for 28 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists. It's another triple-double. His 9th on the season. Just so dope, man. 9 out of 14. So the next one, if you can get 10 out of 15, you really are two-thirds. Every two-thirds games, you're going to get a triple-double. It's insane, the pace. I'm actually starting to believe. Because tonight wasn't the greatest Jokic game.
No, it wasn't.
9 turnovers, 10 of 18. He was off.
Dude, he had 4 turnovers in like the first 11 minutes of the game.
Correct. 7 minutes even.
Yeah, he just was throwing the ball all over the court, and it just wasn't that great. But play this video here. This was Jok from the Nuggets account getting
Come
onto the
on,
plane.
man. Come on,
Do you see this
dude.
energy? This is Jok. Rewind it so we get the full slow-mo walk here. Full slow-mo. Here's Jok getting ready to go to New Orleans. That's how he played tonight.
You know
That's
that
an
reminds me of?
all-timer for him, man.
You know what that reminds me of? Me coming into that's me arriving at work each day. Like
That if I had one video to describe his game tonight, it was that. It's like I'm gonna have to get a triple-double. It's like Pelicans.
dude, I'm telling you, he's an emotional man.
Yeah.
He's a man of emotion. We are in.
He begrudgingly dropped.
We are
28,
coming
11,
into the SAD part of the calendar. That's what happens.
And it was another triple-double that he got before the third quarter ended, which is funny because the notes that the game ended on for Jok were his 9th turnover of the game, followed by his 6th personal foul of the game.
And he fouled out. I forgot to mention
Fouled
it.
out.
Yeah.
And by the way, the game was still in the balance. All the same, you really do have to start with, again, 28, 11, and 12. That matters too. It's not, you wouldn't say he played poorly, but with Jokic, it's just a bizarre standard to evaluate because this wasn't a very good Jokic game.
Yeah, but it was fun to see those highs, though. He has those moments that you're just like, okay, that's Jok. And I just really think it's about making sure that he just stays engaged the entire time. But also in these type of games, I think that he just goes into it like, I'm going to try some things. Because early on, we saw he was turning the ball over, forcing a couple of things. But I just feel like that's just the give and take when it comes to him. But also, I mean, he still dominates. He still is reading everything that's happening out there. I mean, and it was just the turnovers. But to get the triple-double in the third quarter, again, he's well on pace to try to get the record. Like, he really can go after the record. And those are all just coming to him, like right now. It really doesn't feel like he's chasing them. He's getting them in the third quarter, which is the very opposite of what they say. With the stat chasing. It's like, well, how about I just get it done, early on. But also the big thing about Jokic fouling out in this game is while the Pelicans were fighting their way back and it looked like, they could come back, in any other setting, I would have said, oh, man, we're doomed. You don't feel like that when you have this, this bench unit. You put Big Val in and he saves the day. He does, extra things. They have other guys that can step up. It was a Peyton Watson game. Somebody that's not, a big major point, but like they just have so much depth right now that just stands out that it's not all on Jok every single time.
You look at that stat line, 28, 11, and 12, 10 for 18. That's not the most efficient night we've ever seen from Nikola Jokic. But to be fair to him, the most efficient games we've seen from Nikola Jokic are the most efficient of all time.
Right, because that is efficient.
That is efficient. Nikola Jokic played with no joy tonight. He played with he was not carefree at all, and yet he's dominant. It really doesn't matter. He's just a force of nature. But he didn't want to go to work today. Like he woke up, he was like, fuck, I got to go to work today. Like he had that energy. I don't besmirch the man. I get it. I absolutely get it.
He also is so good. I'm telling you, man, like he's just so good that these numbers are so ludicrous and they feel so bad. It genuinely feels, forget the stats don't always tell the story. That legitimately looks like a subpar Jokic stat line.
I know.
And it's 28, 11, and 12.
Right.
It's so wild, man. Jok's hard to wrap our head around. He really is.
Truly. I mean, there was a portion where before that last little stretch, Jokic was having the game that he was having, which again, it felt very ho-hum and very sort of like methodical. And Peyton Watson was having the game of his life, and Jokic was still outscoring him. We were like, welcome to the league, kid. That's how it goes.
Here's the exciting thing for Jok, though, that even this game has. Jok shot below 40% on opening night. He shot below from the three-point line, 2 of 13. He shot 0 of 3 the second night. And then he shot 1 of 7 last game against Chicago. Every other game this season, he has shot 40% or better from the three-point line, including tonight. That's crazy, man.
Unbelievable.
10 games so far this year, shooting 40% or more. Actually, I think it's 9, because I think one game he went 0 for 0. Yeah, the Minnesota game, he didn't take the first one.
Yeah.
So that's crazy, man, that he had 9 games this year already where he has shot 40% or better from 3. That's more important than the overall percentage. It's how frequently are you hitting them?
Remember we did that bit? We did like a whole segment on day one overreactions. And you start chasing your tail. D-Line's hot take on Jokic this year is that he would shoot 45% from 3, which at the time still scorching hot, even after last year. Then he comes out and he has that Golden State game.
Yeah.
We're like, you idiot.
Yeah, it's like, you're an idiot,
This
Eric.
is the first day of the NBA season. I had to swallow my Wemby take. I had to back off my, like everything that I put my flag into was rotten. But now we're back.
We're so back.
It's just incredible. If he has the 3-point shot going, he is veritably unguardable. Like truthfully unguardable.
Yeah, he's not at all 3 levels. He's like at all 8 levels.
Yeah.
Like there's nowhere on the court you could stop Jokic.
And yet the story for me tonight from the center position in the matchup was that Derek Queen, a player that clearly, I'm curious if Derek Queen, because his game's a little different from Jok, but he is a skilled big man with a slow game that's very phenomenal footwork and touch, and he can pass the ball. I have to imagine he's one of these guys that likes Jok and idolizes Jok. And tonight he kind of took it to him, man. 30 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals. That's an all-around very good game from Derek Queen. I still think Jok would toy with him and do different things that I don't even think Derek Queen is recognizing. But nonetheless, man, the young fella, he's getting calls from a lot of family members tonight.
Yeah, that's the best player in the NBA. Look what you did to him.
30 points on him.
That does something to you. Also, I also hope that Jok takes those type of matchups like personal. Feels like
there's no way he thought about Derek Queen.
Not to say in a sense of like I'm going against Derek Queen, but it's like that's a rookie that's scoring on you like this. Like because we've talked about his defense, this year and how he's made that jump. And then a guy like that goes off, you got to take some pride and say, okay, and I'm locking down the next guy. I do love that it's the Goberts and, those type of players that he's going at. But I think it should be them too. Like, make sure that no one thinks that they could go at you like that. So, hat tip to Derek Queen, but also I want Jok to, if you're going to be this defender that's, taking the game seriously, it has to be in those games too.
Yeah, this is the second night in a row where a guy that you're like, what? Last night, Sticks.
I know.
Sticks. And now Queen. And you're like, this should be food, man. It should be food. And it's like it's effortless in many respects, but it was not effortless tonight at all for Nikola Jokic. Jokic looked like he was efforting tonight. Like he was kind of laboring for whatever, mainly just because I think it was emotional. But point being, like, you really did, coming into a game like this, expect him to just absolutely clown Queen. Queen shall be clowned, but he didn't. He did it all. And in fact, Nikola Jokic fouled out. Not in small part to what Queen was doing out there. So credit to him, and also screw you, Queen. Screw you, man.
Also, there's just no way Jok comes into a game like this. Like, I got to show Derek Queen who's boss. I got to prove to him. I just got to prove it.
Although maybe he should next time.
Maybe
30
next time.
points from
For sure.
And again, not to say that Jokic played poorly. Were you going to say something, Dev?
No, I was going to say, I think that he should. You really have to lock in on that end of the floor. And also, this is a tune-up game before you go against Şengün, a guy that's truly going to try to take it to you.
For sure he is.
So you really, it's just that effort. I just feel like that should be there no matter who you're going against.
Jok has that effort, against Minnesota. You get Chicago and you get New Orleans. I feel like part of me is it's an 82-game season. Jok can do this whenever he wants. And there probably is a little bit of you guys should not need me to do something awesome against New Orleans. A little bit of that. And then you have Houston coming up, which is going to be just a huge, huge monster game.
They were like, guess what we do?
Did we ever figure out what happened on that when Murray threw it to Jok and Jok caught it and laid it up? It looked like a glitch in the Matrix. Do you know what I'm
that was so weird.
One hand was just perfectly in front of the other. Because it looked like it got picked off. We went through all of the stages of anger. We were like, oh, son of a what?
Whoa. I got a Zapruder that one.
Speaking of real quick, we'll get this guy in real quick because I don't think there's that many notes. Jamal Murray, 16 points tonight, 5 of 14 shooting, 8 assists. -2 on the night.
0 rebounds, right?
0 rebounds.
That's kind of hard. I mean, he's a rebounding guard.
Yeah, the Nuggets, I don't know how the final tally was, but they were getting out-rebounded pretty badly through big portions of this game.
Yeah, 0 rebounds and you play 35 minutes.
He was trying.
You're out there. It was only him and Spencer Jones that didn't get a rebound in the game. Spencer Jones played 10 minutes. Everyone else got a rebound. He needs to be locked in. But if you're going to be even a little bit down on Jokic in this game, you got to be down on Jamal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm not even down on Jok. It's Jok did what he needed.
I said even a little bit. But they took Jamal.
Jeff wants to make sure that you hate all the right Nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. They took Jamal out of this one, though. You talk about him. They didn't even show him walking on the plane. he probably did not want to be there at all. And he played like that. The energy was like down the entire time. Doesn't feel like there was any moments in the game.
Yeah.
But also, like, you just want to see them locked in and keyed in, especially a guy like Jamal, who, you know, is trying to work his way back up after a slow start. Every single game matters for him, and, you know, getting that chemistry, but also just getting his feet under him and playing well. This was not a good game from him. 2 of 7 from the field.
Very quiet night.
No rebounds. He did get the assist, so, like, you want to see him getting everyone else involved, but it was a quiet night that he got taken out.
They were all over him, and I mean, he has to navigate. He has to navigate that, but they're not quite the Blazers. They were pressuring, picking guys up full court, and double teaming and trapping Jamal at times. So that was part of it. And he did look kind of gassed by the end of it.
Well, we got to take a break, but on the other side, we're going to hit a bunch of guys that played well in this one. Cameron Johnson, Jonas Valanciunas, Brucey B. We'll get to those guys on the other side.
Denver's best roofers. It's Red Hawk Roofing, and they're part of the DNVR team. There's no project too small for our guys at Red Hawk. They're your go-to for everything from minor repairs to a full roof replacement. Brutal timing.
Easy for you to say.
To a full roof replacement on your home or business. It's actually not easy for me. A full roof replacement on your home or business. Long-lasting relationships matter with their customers. It could start as a small job. They want to earn your trust so that, goodness forbid, a bigger job is needed. You know exactly who to call. And you would call Colorado's best estimators and contractors with decades of experience. Our guys, our homies at Red Hawk Roofing. Supporting your local teams means supporting local businesses like Red Hawk Roofing. If you're looking for a new roof over your home or business, be sure to check out Red Hawk Roofing at redhawkroofing.com or call 720-771-8921. Tell them DNVR Nuggets sent you. And last but most certainly not least, let's get you out of here by talking about our friends at Bet365, where it's never ordinary. It's an official betting partner of the Denver Nuggets, official partner of the Denver Nuggets. And
Dev smashed his lock tonight.
We keep doing these reads one day after a Tuesday. They've got these NBA Tuesday reads.
Yeah.
So when it's Tuesday, which will be next week,
Right.
Set yourself up with their tip-off Tuesday offer. Place a qualifying same-game parlay bet with the safety net bet feature on Tuesday NBA games and get up to $10 in bonus bets if the bet loses. Terms and conditions apply. Download the app and use code DNVR365 when you sign up. If you do that, you can play along with Superstar Dev in the pre-game shows. Of course, play at your own speed. Play responsibly. Breaking news from Bet365. New customers can get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose. Sign up, use code DNVR365, deposit $10, place a bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets, whether that bet wins or loses. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment. Never ordinary at Bet365. You do have to be 21 or older and physically located here in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
Back here, segment 3, hit the like button. Also, after this episode's over, you sat down with Tim Legler today. How'd that go?
It was great, man. A real privilege to talk Nuggets with Tim Legler. Asked him some of the pressing questions I have. Is he buying the defense? Do the Nuggets still have the juice in the clutch? And what, if anything, is this roster missing? You know, you've heard plenty from us on this panel. Go ahead and check out Tim Legler's thoughts on the Nuggets.
But not right now.
Not right now, after this show.
I heard you were incredible in that.
Thanks, man. I just asked questions. Tim Legler was incredible. A real treat to do it.
You trying to start something?
No, I just think that he
was
incredible.
No,
I
I'm
want to
just
give love to my boy. I can't wait to listen.
You know who I thought was incredible, albeit in a bit of a contained role tonight, was Cam Johnson. 14 points, 6 of 8, only missed 2 shots tonight. Got to the rim off some dribble drives, some dribble penetration, full court presses, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. It's 2 games in a row where he just looks like he is playing with a different energy than before.
It's a beautiful looking stat line, especially where we've come from. This is the exact role we want Cam John to be playing for the Denver Nuggets. Like high efficiency, knocking down wide open shots when they are presented.
I know he feels automatic on the open ones at the moment.
Attacking the rim, like doing a little bit of ball handling, still playing good defense, good positional defense. He really this last 2 games was the exact vision of what I think we all were expecting from Cam Johnson starting the year. And we're all starting to wonder if we were never going to get. And it just feels like, as has been said, the monkey has been taken off of his back. He's playing a lot more freely, a lot more confidently, a lot more forcefully, and it just looks natural. And it's like yes, man, good. Like, don't, like, stop thinking or whatever the hell you were doing. Just, like, play and do it. And, like, yes, there it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because he had the good game last game, but this game just seemed like the Nuggets went out of their way to make sure he got the ball a lot more. Not even like they were running plays for him, but he was a part of like every action, setting screens at the top, cutting off of the screens. I feel like Jokic made it a point to go to him a lot like later in the game to just put the ball in his hands. But also, I liked it from the very first time he touched it. He got his first basket. He got it, went full court, broke a guy down that was trying to play him too tight, got to the rim. Did that a couple of times, and now everything starts to look easier for you. Now he's knocking down threes. Now he's making, the right reads and plays, making extra passes. We got a couple of rebounds that you're not even thinking about that he had to sit with an injury. It looked like he was going to be out for a while. Nope, he bounces back and has the two best games that he's had in the Nuggets uniform, and it just looks comfortable for him right now. So
yeah.
I love the fact that it's starting to look easy for him. And I just think that opens up the Nuggets offense, and you got to see that in this game.
And you pointed out on the watch along, Dev, you said it looked easy, looked comfortable. He looked decisive, right? Taking it to the rim, not overthinking it, not double guessing
I can't
it.
stop thinking.
And it didn't mean he had his head down, right? Finishes with 5 assists on the night. So you see a bit of the connective kind of tissue that he brings to the table, but also he was really scoring tonight. And I thought it was cool that he was willing to get to the rim one game removed from shooting 5 of 7 from 3, right? Like he didn't just kind of grow too hungry with the outside shot. Cam is, I think, a smart and adaptive player. So he figured out how to play off Jokic in this one, that the rim was open if he cut hard and decisively, and he did just that.
The other thing about him, like we're wanting him to find more shots within the flow of the offense. But one thing about him is he doesn't take bad ones.
No.
You never feel like he's outside the lines. I do think that in 32 minutes, 8 shots, maybe it's 8 to 12 is what you're kind of hoping. So he's on the low end of what you're hoping. But it is better. There have been only a handful of times, and they've only stood out because of how rough his open shots were. But there's only been a handful of times where you kind of felt like he wasn't in the flow. And I think that's a good thing. Christian Brown's a little bit this way, where he's had some skills that he has couched. Almost maybe he's not confident for him, or maybe he's just like, nope, it's not my job. I'm going to do my job. Cam Johnson, I think, is slowly stepping outside of the most safe things, but not so far that you're getting annoyed at him, being like, all right, Cam, get it back to Jokic.
Totally.
Bruce Brown tonight, 12 points, 5 of 7 shooting, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. But him and Spencer Jones to me were the guys that flipped this game. And it probably would have got flipped one way or another, Dev. But it was when he checked in and Spencer Jones checked in that the Nuggets finally woke up and took control of the game in this first quarter.
He was at plus 22 in this game.
That's crazy.
That is insane. And he earned extra minutes. This was not just a revenge game for him, but he got to play 27 minutes. He was one of the guys that stepped up when you have AG out. He has to step into a role and, fill those minutes. When you have, Christian Brown out, it's like, okay, who's gonna fill this? It was Bruce Brown. I think he looked great in this game, and he did it without only settling for threes. He only shot 1 3-pointer because he's getting to the rim. He's attacking the mismatches. He's getting in transition. Like he did it all, and then he had the 4 assists, 3 steals. So it was the defense as well. Bruce Brown he's a vibe. He brings the energy, and it's
such
great.
A vibe, dude. And this was a revenge game, and you kind of felt it. Like there was that. He took the ball up and just ejected Jose Alvarado across the court, and it was just you could tell like he had a little bit of extra juice. And yes, like that's like in the last game you were kind of expecting the bench unit to come in and breathe life into the game. They did not tonight. I would include Val in there also, guys that came in and just brought the requisite effort because the starters had it and didn't and had it and didn't. But these guys, Spencer Jones, Bruce Brown, just hustle, man. Peyton Watson, not a bench guy, but I just love it. I just love that the Nuggets have their bag this deep, that there are guys. Like not everybody is always on the same wavelength in the best way.
I will tell you that I wish Bruce though would even dial it up more because it's like Caruso when Caruso checks in.
Yeah.
Caruso walks onto the court like, I think if you guys thought this game was intense before I got on the court, it's up to it. I wish Bruce kind of had
to jump on Jokic's
I think he
back.
did tonight. I think you're right. Like across, more consistently. And that was one of my favorite things that he brought to the table tonight was just that, especially on a night when it felt like, maybe only Cam and Peyton were bringing the juice. Bruce comes in and plays with that edge. He was flying around on defense, 3 steals, felt like he was mucking everything up. And then another guy who was just really decisive about getting to the rim, collapsing the defense, whether it was finishing at the rim or that weird spin around, dump off pass to Murray or drawing a foul. And so when Bruce is really aggressive and decisive, he is a disruptive player, a nettlesome opponent. And they cruised in his minutes tonight, guys. This was a funky game. Bruce was plus 22 in this game in 27 minutes.
Insane.
Love it, man. Jonas Valanciunas tonight, he actually had the 2 biggest shots.
He did, which was like obnoxious.
So ridiculous that he had to make these, but he had 2 jumpers basically at the
14 points,
end.
Man.
14 points, but those 2 jumpers at the end when
14 and 7.
Jokic was fouled out somehow and Denver was falling all over themselves. It was big time. He also grabbed, I can't believe he only had 7 boards. Didn't he have 6 in like 3 possessions?
Yes, he came in. He was fee-fi-fo-fumming immediately. Just blocked. He had a couple of rebounds where he like boxed everyone out, and like the Pelicans were like not like there was just a huge cove that he carved out, grabbed the rebound. Those shots he made at the end were not only like unnecessarily big, they were like tough.
Yeah.
They were like deep.
Yeah, they were.
They were deep mid ranges, and his shot is so strange, man. It's so flat.
I hate it so much.
It's so hard to look at in so many ways. It really does remind you of Kenyon Martin. Like just a flat, just goes, but it goes in, and he's got touch. It's been pointed out here on this panel before. Like you don't expect him to have any touch at all, and he does.
Wasn't it him that had the one shot? There was a free throw that came to the tip of the rim. Like it was going to fall out.
Yes, then because we were both looking ahead at the points tuning up, so we knew for a fact it went in. But like even knowing that knowing it went in, we were like, "This is a mistake. There's no way this thing's going to drop." But
that's touch though, where the ball's like, ah.
But lest we forget, this was a revenge game for him as well. Like, he wanted to let the New Orleansians see what they were missing out on, and he was great, man.
Did you guys see this stat? We saw it together on the watch along. That because you mentioned Big Val in New Orleans, and I was just thinking about how Jokic used to give Big Val the work. Of course, we're all friends now. Jokic has 14 career triple doubles.
I saw that. Yes, that's great. Number 1, right?
Number 1. Yeah,
everybody.
4 more against. Yeah, he has 10 against the Kings and 9 against the Timberwolves, actually. But yeah, those are his top 3.
I love it. The biggest games and also the littlest games. That's where he just had. Real quick, the next guy I actually want to talk about, Spencer Jones.
Yep.
He only played 11 minutes in this game. He barely recorded a stat, 2 assists, 1 steal. This is awesome. What happened there? There we go.
It was better when it was just 0 and 0. This is amazing to bring his stat line up.
He's hilarious.
This is madness.
This is great. We have to.
You could have put the plus minus.
Could have thrown him as plus 6.
0, 0 with 0 and 2.
Bruce came in and affected the energy, but Spencer really affected the energy, man.
Changed the tone.
That guy, here's what I'm going to say about him. He didn't play that much, even though he played great in his first stint. He challenges everything. That guy challenged, the Nuggets were shooting free throws, and he went after the rebound like it was the last second of a game and they were down and desperately needed it. Inbounds plays, he's like diving to tip the ball back out of bounds so they have to inbound it again. That guy is hilarious in how hard he plays.
He's literally it goes beyond the box score.
You don't think that represented his contributions?
Literally goes beyond the box score because he really did affect the game with like just energy the entire time. And he's such a good defender because he does not care who it is. It doesn't matter what the position is. He goes in there with the same mindset of, I'm going to slow him down and I don't care what it takes. And it doesn't matter if it's a guard, it doesn't matter if it's a big. He's just out there to like just ratchet up the game.
Dude.
Like he's fouling the entire time.
Yes.
He don't care. He's just going to reset and foul again. You're going to think twice before you go in on that second unit because Spencer Jones is out there. He deserves that 15 spot.
Oh, dude.
Like, they need him right now, honestly.
You don't miss him when he's out. You're like, oh, is Spencer on the court? It's like, no, he's in there. Like
the camera's always on him.
He's popping the ball. He's doing he's like got a foul, or he's like,
that play that he had the strip, steal that like pushed it into the half court, and then he drops it off for Bruce Brown, who then impacts. They were feeding off of each other, but it was the defense. I've never even seen that type of defensive play.
It's insane.
Now, one thing I'll say about him is he does have to learn how to not foul because like circle of trust, right? I think he's going to always give you effort. He's going to play defense and this or that. But I do think you get into playoffs, he'll like go guard James Harden. Are we sure he's not going to go in and get 3 fouls right away and they're in the bonus?
No,
and
we're
like,
not.
this actually hurt.
No, we're not.
And he has a long time to do that. He's a new player. He's just getting used to it. But that to me is the only question because Spencer Jones's role is very clear. He's got to go in there, bring energy and hustle and just make plays happen and shut guys down. But he has to learn not to foul.
Can we see that stat line again, please? Can we just see that graphic?
Can we go back to it? Can we go back to the stats here, Kale? Spencer Jones tonight.
Oh my god,
They only played 11 minutes.
he hates him. So there were other stats.
Adam, I think you're right in specifically how you argued it. Just to offer a counter for counter's sake, Spencer's playing like at most 10 minutes a game right now. Maybe that's the kind of guy that should come in and just play defense like that.
Yeah,
if I pick up 6 fouls in 10 minutes, like that's hard to do. And then also just as far as his career as a player, doing the early work to establish, as we've talked about, Lou Dort does, Alex Caruso does this, Bruce Brown tries to do this. Like, hey guys, this is just how I play. Yeah. You can blow the whistle every possession.
I love it. Yeah,
or let me get away with it.
He's very involved.
Right. And to Adam's point, against James Harden in a playoff series, as a two-way player right now, well, he wouldn't be in the playoffs if they converted him. He's probably not going to get that benefit of the doubt. But when you're only playing 10 minutes at a time, I kind of like the way that he's balls to the wall,
Yeah. And then the last thing we're going to talk about player-wise, I didn't think Tim Hardaway Jr. had anything very noteworthy about his game tonight, but David Adelman's decision to start Zeke Nnaji really rubbed people the wrong way tonight. This one, you're really going to go. Minus 18 somehow in a 7-point win. Played 27 minutes, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy it's that much, more than half the game, and he was a minus 18 in it. Now, some of this is just the BS ending or whatever, but 2 points, didn't do a whole lot. Wasn't great. I'll tell you what, people are going to be mad at David. I saw a lot of people were mad at him last game, mad at him this game. I think people are going a little crazy here.
Well, I think it's fair to look at Zion Williamson's stats because, through most of the game, he had 9 points.
He had 14 points tonight, which is horrible.
Which is horrible for him, and Zeke Nnaji was his primary defender for a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's a good point, Eric. I would also say, too, the logic here is kind of easy for me to follow. It's not just you want the size. You keep the second unit together because they seem like they work together as a group. As far as the suboptimal grouping, you're asking Jokic to carry that group, carry them through choppy kind of waters.
Yeah.
And then you're asking your second unit to help you separate against a team that's not that deep, that's not that good. And that is exactly how it worked out tonight. The bench plus minus is plus 11, plus 22, plus 6, plus 2. So on one hand, I get it. On the other hand, it's there's something too, okay, Jokic will lift all of this. Mm-hmm. And then if we keep the bench together, that's our weapon in this game.
Yep. I mean, the logic makes absolute sense to me. Although I personally was thinking that they would start Spencer Jones just because he seemed like a better body match against Zion Williamson. But again, Zion didn't go off tonight.
Right.
It looked like he might early on. He was kind of bullying Zeke, as you might imagine, but that wasn't the story for the entire game. Zeke, it's tough because it's like having a car that's been in the garage and then you start it up and it doesn't start right away. You got to get inertia going. You got to get playing time before you really kind of see what you can do. He didn't look great tonight. There's really no way to say that he did.
I think he's not great.
Yeah, I think we could say that.
I think he looked like he looks.
Listen, we have quite a bit of data on Zeke to this point.
Yeah, what does the data say?
Take that for data. I just thought I don't want to bury the guy, but it wasn't.
Well, this is more about Adelman because to me, I don't mind the move. I think it's fine. He wanted to keep things that Zeke didn't really make his shots tonight, but. Yeah. I think we're overthinking it when we criticize these things in a game Denver won easily. You know what I mean? This is where we're at with the Nuggets right now. And the record, what is the record again? I keep forgetting.
11-3.
The rich housewives.
And there's some stuff that's I'm sick of this rotation. You're it's 11-3.
But yeah, there's a little, it's what have you done for me lately? And you get the Bulls game and then whatever the weird effort was in this one. But to your point, I don't know if it's fair to say like they've really approached most of this season the way you'd want them to approach
100%.
it. And this is a game without two starters.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, Zeke Nnaji is like a Nissan Altima that you bought for $80,000 with 17%.
It's been sitting in your backyard.
17% APR.
Yeah.
Woo, tough deal.
It may get you there. Yeah. It may get you there.
But you're not going to enjoy it.
You're not happy about this right now.
Radio doesn't work.
Well, Kale, I have a conspiracy.
Oh, boy. Let's hear it.
I have a conspiracy.
Oh, boy. I can't wait for this. The earth is flat? Different
It's
one.
worse than that.
Worse.
The Nuggets are in New Orleans, who do not have a draft pick, and they are 2-13.
That's true.
But they have some players I think are pretty interesting. It would be pretty interesting to a lot of people. You know, they have to recoup something. They got to get some young prospects tonight. So who starts? Zeke Nnaji, Peyton Watson. How Peyton Watson look tonight?
Incredible.
You know, is there a chance there's a little phone call? Like, this is one of those things. A lot of GMs, and I'm not saying Dumars is one to do it, but I'm not saying he's not, who might only go off of who played well against us. Is this one that from February, you're like, hey, man, Trey Murphy's been pretty good, but I know you guys aren't going anywhere. We got this young Trey Murphy on our team. We got Peyton Watson. We got Zeke Nnaji. We started him. You guys, when we started him, like he's on the show.
He's like, well, they did start him.
He did start.
They chose him.
Is there any way this was a little bit of a showcase? You know, Peyton Watson, Zeke Nnaji,
Whoa.
Joe Dumars. You got some guys we might kind of be interested in.
No.
Well, no?
I should yes and this, shouldn't I?
You should
I
yes
should
and.
yes
It's a
and it.
conspiracy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course it's wrong,
I
but
can
is
see
it?
I can see what you're putting down. That's all that I'm saying. They got some guys over
Know what
there.
I'm saying?
There's some things that he hasn't been picking up DNPs. He hasn't been playing at all.
All of a
You
sudden he
say,
starts.
Hey, go and try to slow down Zion.
Yeah.
Also, you have a horrible stint. They could have benched him way earlier. You want to know what they did? They played him more. He had that was the most minutes he's got in a very long time. Like it's been I don't know if he's ever got that many minutes. If we're being honest,
Yeah. If we're being realistic, the only trade you're getting Trey Murphy or Herb Jones on is a Cameron Johnson. If you get to the offseason and don't want to extend Cam Johnson, he'll have an expiring contract the next year, and it would be like Cam Johnson for Trey Murphy, and it wouldn't just be straight up. It'd be Cam Johnson and a sign and trade for, PWat, Deron Holmes, something like that. But at least it crossed my mind that Zeke Nnaji starts in a game. They're a team that might be looking for young prospects to put next to Derek
I just don't know
Queen.
if by when it was all said and done that this game encouraged them to.
What
make
about
the
Peyton
move.
Watson, though? Because
Sure.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's a great conspiracy. It's a top-notch conspiracy.
And to answer your question, as separate from, looking at what he can do for the Nuggets going forward, then there's also this component of, has he ever looked more like a redraftable candidate for other teams
Right.
than he did tonight? I mean, 32-12 is nothing to sneeze at.
No, absolutely not. Kale, do we have any super chats?
Yeah, but we should get game call.
Oh, game ball. Who
Oh.
got the? I think we know who got the game
Well,
ball.
I don't know. PWat.
Peace wide. 32-12, 3 assists. That's a hell of a
Normally there's a
stat
drum roll. This one just went right
line. Yeah, this
in.
one there was no drum roll for old P-Watt.
No drama.
Yes.
No,
Honestly, it was a blowout.
yeah, it was a blowout.
There was no need to string that one along.
Congratulations, PWat. You got it.
Let's see
You
what
got
the-
your very first game ball.
We told you what we thought. What did you guys think?
Mott Gwetzi. Last game I asked if Bruce could dunk. Yes.
Yeah, dude.
LFG.
Oh, yeah, he got one. He almost
Bruce-
fell on
he
his
almost hurt
face,
himself.
though,
Lucy,
man.
Goosey,
Yeah.
Brucey, yeah.
Ghostly Gengar. As a congregant of the Church of PWat, I feel obligated to spread the word that the Nuggets should have, in fact, signed him over CB. If we lose him, angry emoji face.
I don't think there is a church of PWat. I think there's a fan club.
Carl Ratto. Dairy Queen definitely knows how to put on a show. Flip that guy upside down and see how long he can go without flopping onto the floor.
Really? Oh, we have some Derek. I like Derek Queen, man. I love a big man who has some skill. I love a big man. He's got the slowest. He plays like slow mo.
Yeah.
Because he actually Jok is slow by nature. Derek Queen almost does like everything right. The way you're working on a new move, you go slow to get the footwork right. That's his full speed.
Yeah.
Shot fake.
And the fact that
jab
he wears
step.
the T-shirt under the jersey really makes him look like a pickup player.
It really does.
Ryan B., another victim of the Spencer Industrial Complex.
The penitentiary.
The
Man.
penitentiary. Peter Duck, as a NOLA native, the po' boy slander is too much. And such
That's right.
ignorance should be rectified.
I agree.
Also, respect to Derek Queen.
Respect.
All the Nuggets are good. 9 more till 10 in a row.
Wait a
Peter
minute,
Duck, I was with you. I also like a crawfish boil.
Oh, because
I like jambalaya. There's a lot of things I like.
I just made it. It was a bad sandwich. It was the only sandwich I could think about because we were watching. We're talking about a po' boy.
No,
Hey,
but
I
don't
got
even
you,
like
man.
Po' boys. So
No,
you
I
really
don't like
were
po'
being
boy.
disrespectful. I don't know why you're trying to not.
Yeah,
double down.
you disrespected all New Orleans, man.
Yeah,
I can't believe
everybody.
that.
Hey, listen, man. Your team sucks.
I love True Detective.
Yeah, it's
season 1.
Kyle Lim.
Louisiana.
Hey, Adam.
Hey,
bitch. Is
Mark
that
it
2 in a
down.
row?
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
Kale.
This stinks.
Winners Lounge.
Tied between Adam and Dev.
Tied between
Both
Adam and
guys
Dev.
that nonstop complain about never getting.
Yeah, that's probably it. They're just lobbying the hardest.
Just lobbying.
5 ish. 5 ish. There was a time when I counted Zeke minutes, but that was a lifetime ago. 64 bench threes down, only 491 till 5. Adelman really is a mad scientist.
Really is.
WML. Jok fouls out and Val comes in and hits 2 big buckets.
I know.
Love having a legit backup 5. All the Nuggets are good, baby, except Zeke.
Dude, poor Zeke. First off,
He makes it in here every time, no matter
also
what.
Hunter. I mean, come on, you get only mowed out.
Yeah, make
Zeke.
sure everyone gets this straight.
Yeah, just make sure that not every nugget is good.
You're the guy who coined it. Game shine. Gam shine. Uncle Rico's Revenge. Rotate the 3 with PWat, Cam, THJ based on matchup.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Game shine.
I don't know.
Take 2 on this. A win is a win, but one time I want to see one Colorado team desirable to crush inferior opponents. And how does a rookie have a better whistle than Joker? All the Nuggets are good.
Yeah, he'll get it to himself tonight, man. He was not locked in. But he got a triple-double because he's the freaking best player of all time.
triple-double, and the Nuggets did
they
crush the Pelicans,
did crush 'em.
just not by the score.
Yeah.
Elijah, I'm here to testify. Big Val, has done wonders for me.
Dude, everybody
So hold
loves
on. Yeah,
Big
dude,
Val.
everyone has a church. Big Val, PWat. I mean, obviously Jokic does.
The Church of Jokic.
No.
Amin, hopefully Nuggets effort shows up next game because Houston is going to try to run up the score. Jok needs to take it personal versus Şengün.
I agree. I think he will. I don't think Jok's going to take every game personal. I just don't think he is.
Derek Espinoza, Sticks and Queen. What is this? My dad's iPod? That's an all-timer.
That's a great
that's
super chat. Best super chat of the night. We should award a super chat of the night.
We should.
The
award
boys'
Super Chat of the night.
dad at 55555-ish. It may be time to recalibrate 555 bench points from 3.
See, now the
Perhaps.
chat is talking to itself. It's
Yeah,
self-reflective.
that's true.
But that is a good one.
That is a good one.
555 should reply with a super chat.
And then just keep going. Like
The
it
most
never like
expensive
funhouse
conversation you've
mirrors.
ever had in your entire life.
Ryan B, regarding playing Zeke, if only you had a young 3-point shooting 4-ish who could use NBA minutes against a bad team. Damn, if only. I mean, he's with the Grand Rapids Gold right now, and he probably needs that
For sure.
to get his feet back under him. Also, it's going quite well. Shout out Ryan Bowen and the 4-0 Grand Rapids Gold.
How's he been? Do you know? Stats wise, have you seen?
Deron Holmes, I have not actually.
Deron Holmes. Yeah.
Curtis Jones has been burning it up.
It's your guy, huh?
He can
I
shoot
like
the
that
rock.
guy,
huh?
man. He's confident, and I would actually love to see him up in the NBA level.
I do think though. I mean, from what I hear, I think that Deron Holmes is going to spend, till Christmas roughly or through December.
I mean, I've watched him just a tiny bit. He kind of. He needs more time. He needs to marinate a little bit.
And I think, to be honest with you, could he have played tonight? Maybe. Does it really matter? Is that the best development? Probably not. He'll get his minutes. I think the team is going to take it slow with him and maybe trade him.
Apparently for Herb Jones.
For Herb Jones, man. Herb Jones. A nice young man
did-
like
yeah.
Trey Murphy.
He's like,
Very
did you notice he
respectable.
started for the Grand Rapids Gold?
Did you notice? They're calling him
Did his
up.
thing in summer league.
All right, hit that outro music, Kale. Nuggets get a win, man. I will say, we can't let ourselves, what is it they say after every game? Don't take Jokic for granted.
Bro, I was on the Denver Sports Podcast today, and I was saying, like, everybody's now saying that this is the only athlete of my life that is so good. All you do is spend your time thinking about how bad it's going to be when he's gone. The rest, like, no one is like, man, Nathan McKinnon is awesome. I can't. Oh God, he's going to leave us someday. They're just like, God, he's great. Cale McCarr, this is amazing. Jokic is just like, it's like nonstop Sunday scaries with him. He's so good. All you can do is think about how bad it will be when he's not here anymore.
We got to enjoy it while we're here. And even these wins, like we're going to be laughing at ourselves 10 years from now when we got a lowly 7-point win on the road from a Jokic triple-double. They're all fun.
This is awesome. This is great. Oh, shoot. He retired? Jokic. He's in his prime. We're all thinking about him retiring.
Thanks for hanging out in the Winners Lounge, everybody. We're off tomorrow. So you can take off tomorrow, too. But we're back Friday for the biggest game of the year. Come to the bar. Houston Rockets Cup game. We'll see you then.
We want it.
We all silly like the mayor.